What's up YouTube, Shawn DaGamer here, and as you can tell by the title of the video, we are doing the No Mercy review and results and rants, because some things just always need to be ranted over. Not a lot. I will say a majority of this card was pretty decent. Pretty decent. I was giving this card a passable grade up until like the last 3-4 matches. Mainly the last three, which was Cena Reigns, the Cruiserweight title, and the Universal title. And we'll get there when we get there. I am on BleacherReport.com looking at all this stuff just to keep my thoughts in check. So let's start off with the pre-show match. The pre-show was kind of it was okay. It was just something. If you didn't really have anything else to do on your Sunday, just turn it on, listen to them talk about stuff. Um, but around like I don't know, here in Atlanta, it'd be 7:45 ish mark, like 15 minutes before the pay per view started, possibly even 20 minutes. We got the Elias versus Apollo Crews match. Elias came out first, and he pretty much did his little shtick. Who wants to walk with Elias? I raised my hand. He did a song. He cut a little promo on City of Angels. Um, Yada yada yada. Then Apollo Crews came out with Titus O'Neil. They was like, this nigga playing the guitar. Ooh, watch my language. Like, this fool playing guitar. He think he gonna do something. Yada yada yada. They had a pretty decent match. I think it went about 10 minutes, 10, 12 minutes. Really good match for the pre-show. Elias picked up the win with the drift away. Uh, it was a really decent little match for the pre-show just to give people something to do before the pay-per-view started. Um, like I said, nothing special coming out this match, and I still think Elias is a great like intercontinental level talent heel. So hopefully he will be put in that position soon. Apollo Crews, as good as he is, he just hasn't gotten over the way he should have. He should have stayed in NXT a little bit longer. They called him up way too early. Hold on one second. Yeah, they called him up way too early, and that hurt him ever since. So Elias won this match, and he was my pick. He was my pick. Like, I was doing good up until the women's title match. So we have The Miz versus Jason Jordan up next. This opened the show officially, and before the match started, The Miz came on the pre-show panel when they had Kurt Angle on there. Kurt Angle was talking about how he was proud of this card, how it was almost WrestleMania worthy. And oh my god, I put it on Twitter like drinking game every time they say WrestleMania worthy something, like WrestleMania worthy type matches, WrestleMania worthy type cards, WrestleMania caliber, all that stuff. So I hope we didn't lose anybody last night because of this drinking game, but WrestleMania worthy matches were there. Were their like go-to phrase that I guess Vince and Dunn and everybody in the back kept shoving down our throat. But this match here, like I said, we had Kurt Angle running down Kurt. No, we had The Miz running down Kurt Angle before the match on the pre-show when he was on the pre-show panel talking about the No Mercy card. And then we had the opening match, which was the pre-show match. We just talked about Elias versus Crews, and then we had Jason Jordan versus The Miz, which The Miz, close to his hometown, or probably in his hometown, and came out to a great pop. And my first thought was, I had this thought a couple of times depending on people's reaction. Like, I had it with Elias when the crowd wasn't totally against Elias. They weren't all booing him. Like when he said, who wants to walk with Elias? A lot of people say, yeah, I'll walk with Elias. I was one of those people, so I knew it was going to be kind of difficult for Apollo Crews, but he, just like Jason Jordan, has the in-ring talent to go far. It's just their personalities and their mic skills aren't really there yet. And Jason Jordan really impressed in this match. It was a good little opening match versus The Miz. The Miz Taraj got involved. I think it was Curtis Axel who did the cheap shot while the referee was distracted by Bo Dallas. And once Curtis Axel did the cheap shot around the end of the match, it allowed The Miz to get the skull crushing finale to put away Jason Jordan. So The Miz did retain last night, and then we got another segment later on in the night. I'm just gonna talk about it now, just in case I forget. Where The Miz was like, I would come in here and like gloat and say I told you so and all that stuff, but I really think it'd be a good idea if we have the winner of John Cena versus Roman Reigns on the Miz TV, but he actually said the winner because this match came like after that. Well, the segment came after the John Cena Roman Reigns match, so he went there, talked to Kurt Angle, said I want to have this person on the Miz TV, yada yada yada. Kurt Angle agreed, so tomorrow night we're going to open Raw. Well, tonight actually, we're going to open Raw with Miz TV featuring the winner of John Cena and Roman Reigns. But The Miz retained. He was my pick to win, so I'm happy. Then we had Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. Really good match. Really good match for Finn and Bray. The match started when... Well, the match didn't even start. When Finn Balor was doing his incredible entrance. I love Finn Balor's entrance. It's just fun. He had on... Instead of black, he had on gray. And I heard it was because his black jacket got ripped up when a fan like was trying to grab him or something, so he wore the gray, which was a little bit of a mix-up, a little something different from Finn, and I really appreciated it. Just something different instead of seeing him in black all the time. Bray Wyatt is Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt, in my opinion, is great. He's just been stifled because of the creative writing decisions of the people in the back. But before the match even started, Bray came out first. He had the Firefly entrance. Finn came out and did his thing, and when Finn got in the ring, before the bell rung, Bray Wyatt attacked him. He hit him with a Uranagi on top of the announce table. And we'll talk about these announce tables a little bit too, if I don't forget. We'll talk about these announce tables. So, he hit Finn with a Uranagi on the announce table. They were going to take Finn to the back, because he couldn't do the match, but Bray got on the mic, started calling him a coward, said he's not a demon, he's not a man, he's a coward. You gotta run away, run away, run away. Then we had a good little match, it was a really good match, a really, really good match between Finn versus Bray. Excuse me. A lot of near falls, a lot of things like that. We seen Finn hit the cut the grass, the coup de grace. I call it cut the grass. He hit the cut the grass on the back of his neck, on Bray's neck, for a 2 count. The match kept going. Then he finally got an actual cut the grass for the 3 count. So Balor did win. I figured he was going to win, even though I did wanted Bray to win. But Bray looked really good in this match. Like I said, it was a really good match. And just kept going with all, like, this pay-per-view is going to be really good. We had like 3 good matches so far. Can't complain. And then we had the tag team title match between the Shield versus the Bar. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus Sheamus and Cesaro for the Raw tag team titles. Really, really good match. But there was a spot in this match where, like, I believe it was Seth. They knocked out Dean, so they had Seth cornered, and he had nobody to tag. So it was like at that one point where it was time for the hot tag, and Seth, like, I don't know if he like did like como se dice, like face plant or flapjack onto Cesaro on the turnbuckle, but I don't know what Cesaro did, but he didn't land right, and he lost his 2 front teeth, maybe even more. But his mouth was bloody. They were checking on him. It was like, oh snap, what happened to Cesaro? And then it was later, Cesaro had the sharpshooter on somebody, and he had that look on his face, like that intense look with his mouth wide open. All you saw was blood and teeth missing. It was like, oh, Jesus, stop it. I'm not ready. And it was just blood everywhere from Cesaro's mouth. It was just, it was gritty, and I loved it. It was so nasty and dirty, and I loved it. It was like, yes, I missed this. And to Cesaro's credit, he didn't give up. He didn't cry. He kept going. He is the cyborg. He is the Swiss Superman. Cesaro is amazing. I love Cesaro. I love Sheamus. But they did not pick up the win. Ambrose and Rollins, after a lot of finishing moves and combo moves from the bar, they kicked out as much as they needed to. They got the upper hand. Dean Ambrose hit Dirty Deeds, which nobody kicks out of. The most protected finishing move over the past 5 years. If you don't believe me, just go look. Nobody kicks out of Dirty Deeds, and the Shield retained. There are rumors, while I'm on this match, that the Shield is probably going to reunite for like a one-off against the Miztourage. So be on the lookout for that. There's just a rumor for all I know, but be on the lookout for that. I did have Sheamus and Cesaro. No, I mean the Shield winning. And then we go into the Fatal 5-Way women's match. They had a nice little video package. The match really focused around everybody trying to take out Nia Jax, the biggest threat in the match. So every time they would like focus on Nia, then they'll focus on each other, then they'll focus on Nia, then they'll focus on each other, then they'll focus on Nia, and then Alexa Bliss got, hold on a second. Ooh, I'm sorry. Alexa Bliss got the pinfall on Bayley to retain, but this match, it was really decent for what it was. It was fun. It wasn't horrible, and that's all I'm glad about. It wasn't horrible. So Alexa Bliss did win by pinning Bayley. Nia Jax looked strong. Sasha Banks got her stuff in. Bayley was there. Emma looked really, really good in this match too, so I'm proud about that. Emma looked really, really good. She got a lot of offense in. And proved why she's really, really good and why people should respect her a lot more. So let me go ahead and wrap this up a little bit. But I did expect Nia Jax to win. They have been advertising Asuka. Asuka has a nice little video package, and she will be debuting at TLC. So unless something happens right now, at TLC, it's going to be Asuka versus Bliss. So, yeah, like I said, really good match. And then we go on to John Cena versus Roman Reigns. Now, I don't know why. I thought this match was going to be like the battle of two Shang Tsungs from Mortal Kombat. I thought they were going to summon up all the spirits of all the people that they've beaten over the years and then just go at each other. Like, we were going to see John Cena do, not literally, but like figuratively, we're going to see John Cena do everything he had to do to beat people like AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, and all those people like that. And then we're going to see Roman Reigns do everything he had to do to beat people like Undertaker, Seth, Joe, Strowman, and things like that. But what we got, this was a very over-cocky, overconfident John Cena with a very focused Roman Reigns. Decent match. It wasn't nothing to rag home about. And this is one of those matches where they kept saying WrestleMania worthy, WrestleMania worthy, WrestleMania worthy. And I was like one of those people that, yeah, this is a WrestleMania caliber type match. But this match left more to be desired for. John Cena hit a whole bunch of different variations of the AA. He hit a super AA. He hit that AA. I call it a rolling AA. Rolling double AA. Where, you know, he does the AA, rolls over, pick him back up, get up, and do another AA for the pinfall. He did one of those. He did a super AA off the top rope. He did a regular AA. He was going to do a AA from one announce table to another, but it got countered into a spear. So John Cena got speared through one of the announce tables. And from there, Roman Reigns had to do a little comeback and yada yada yada. But most of this match was Roman Reigns being dominant, John Cena playing defensive, and then in the end, Roman Reigns did pick up the win. I thought he was going to win, so whatever. Then we had Neville versus Enzo Amore. if my throat was feeling any better and I wasn't doing all this coughing, I would go off on a 20-minute, 30-plus minute rant on why I hated this 10, 12 minutes of what we got when it came to the Cruiserweight division. In short, Neville beat the shit out of Enzo Amore for a clean 10 minutes. Enzo went to the outside. Well, they were on the outside. Enzo grabbed the title belt. There was this great moment when JoJo had to get up, and that was it. JoJo just had to get up and walk away, but we got to see JoJo for a second in that gold dress. Great moment on this pay-per-view. So, Enzo grabbed the title belt, got the referee's attention, like, hey, if you hit him with that, I will disqualify you. I have the authority, yada, yada, yada. So Enzo handed the title belt to the referee. Referee handed it to the timekeeper, yada, yada, yada. While the referee was being distracted, Enzo hit Neville in the nutsack. 1, 2, 3 with a roll-up, and Enzo is your new Cruiserweight champion. I hate it. There are so many reasons why Enzo doesn't deserve to be Cruiserweight champion, and that's another video for another day. I'll probably go into that tomorrow morning before I go to work. But Enzo is your new Cruiserweight champion. Cruiserweight division is suffering very hard right now. So, yeah. And then we go into the main event, the other WrestleMania quality match. Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman for the Universal title. This match could have been so much better, especially when we saw with Samoa Joe, him in that Fatal 4-Way. Thought this match would be a lot more intensive, go at least 12 minutes. It went about like 6 or 7 minutes. Braun Strowman did dominate Brock Lesnar, but Brock Lesnar is Brock Lesnar, so Brock Lesnar won. So, like I said, Strowman got a lot. Speaking of, they went through like the German and Spanish announce tables in the Roman Reigns Cena match. And then 2 matches later, the announce tables are magically fixed, and nobody went through them in this match. So that made me mad. So Brock Lesnar won with an F5, just won. This match could have been so much better, but for what it was pretty decent. I just think it started to lag once all the intensity out of everybody, once they started getting winded. That's when the intensity went out of it, and then it was just over from there. But for what it was pretty decent. And that's no mercy for you guys. Like I said, I would go more in depth, but my throat won't let me. My body won't let me. The sickness won't let me. So, let me know what you guys thought about this pay-per-view down below. If you guys want to rant for me about the Neville versus Enzo match, please leave it in the comment section down below. All my stuff, social media and all that linked in the description. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. If I have any promotions going on, any sales I can give you guys, any discounts I can give you guys, they will also be linked down there as well. Subscribe if you're new here. Share this video out with your friends so they can get in on the discussion and all that good stuff. Comment down below what you thought about this card. I'll give this card like 5 out of 5, maybe even a 5.5 out of 5. Maybe 6. I don't know. Between a 5 and a 6 out of 10. It was decent. It wasn't that bad. Just disappointing around the end. Especially with the Enzo versus... Like, if the Enzo versus Neville thing brought this thing down a whole 3 points. This card could have been a 7. Like, everything that we had leading up to this. And then, if you would have give... if the 2 WrestleMania matches, quality matches, quote unquote, were just a tad bit better, this could have been a 7 out of 10 show. It would just take 3 points away for the Enzo Neville stuff. Fine, but the Enzo Neville stuff happened, and the WrestleMania type matches weren't that good, so I'll give it a 6. And that's my opinion on it. But leave yours in the comment section below. With all that being said, I am Shawn DaGamer, and I am out of here.